What's up guys, JCTech here, and in today's video we're going to go over what network or wireless carrier actually has the best network. As Sprint's trying to say that all the networks are good and that theirs is almost as good as Verizon's and all, and different carriers are tossing out claims that they're the fastest, and so I'm gonna go over a report by OpenSignal from August 2016 to decide who has the best network, at least for now. I use OpenSignal because they are completely crowd-funded, you could say. Crowdsourced is what they say. People download the OpenSignal app, and they take speed tests on the app themselves, which, unlike Ookla, uses speeds directly from your phone. Ookla uses servers that people become, but anyway, so that's why I use them, because they're crowdsourced. They use from the thousands of people that have the app nationwide to put together maps of performance and speed test. So I'll leave the links to OpenSignal and the report down below. And without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here is OpenSignal site for their signal map. So here's T-Mobile. Of course, this isn't going to be 100% accurate as far as the maps goes because it's crowdsourced with people that have the app. So you can see down here where I am, if I zoom in, generally good service, as you can see around here. The service is good, stretching along the major routes like Tennessee 36 and 19 West and all. The interstates, it's really good. Not much testing here around Boone Lake and stuff. You go up and it has pretty good signal strength in the major cities. Up here, there's 3 around. And if I bring down this and show all, there's apparently more people that don't have T-Mobile with the app, because suddenly when you show all networks, boom, there's big, enormous amounts. So if I compare them, it says that the fastest download speed as of like right now is actually Verizon, but as for what I'm getting much faster on my speed test than what it's giving there. For upload, T-Mobile is actually taking second, and really actually third, but I've also been getting about double what it's been showing here. My ping's been a lot less than what it's showing here, but actually this, to prove to you guys that this actually changes, I checked on this a few days ago, and T-Mobile, it said, was the fastest and all that. So they actually do update it. It's not like once every year or so. So we'll go on into the report. So here I am with the report. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting, but here I'm going to zoom in, make it bigger. So the first thing it says is that T-Mobile defies the coverage critics. It says T-Mobile traditionally has fallen short of its larger rivals Verizon, AT&T in coverage, but it's a problem CEO John Ledger has vowed to fix. Says that their most recent data shows that he's making good on that promise, and their LTE coverage has increased from 81% in the fourth quarter. It now nearly reaches AT&T in LTE availability and closing the gap with Verizon. So that's good news. It means they're pulling it together, I guess you could say. So it says the United States 4G coverage is actually among the world's best, which seems good for us, right? For the major carriers, it says, are now have put in improvements to their coverage footprints in the last quarter. So 4G subscribers can now see LTE signal 81% of the time overall. It says crossing the 80% coverage barrier is something only 7 other countries have achieved. I'm actually not sure which countries they are, but that's saying, I guess, quite a bit since we have a good amount of land here in the United States. It says that T-Mobile still has the crown. What I see is that T-Mobile and Verizon have actually dropped by about 5 megabits per second in speed since a year ago, but T-Mobile still holds on to the crown by about 0.3 megabytes per second, give or take. But I'm seeing faster performance. So you can see that how many data sampled they have is 376,893,289, which is pretty good. There's your sample time. But here is your award, you could say. So download speed 4G, T-Mobile and Verizon, I guess, kind of share that award, even though nationally T-Mobile is doing slightly better in that. 3G download performance, T-Mobile has won. Latency, Sprint actually won. I think that's due to the part that they are the smallest. They have the smallest subscriber base, you could say. Latency 3G goes to T-Mobile, and coverage 4G goes to Verizon. So actually, T-Mobile's 4G coverage has actually come within 3% of Verizon's. Right now Verizon has 86%. If you do the math, it's 83% for T-Mobile. So here's their little charts. See Verizon and maybe, it's real close between AT&T and T-Mobile, and then Sprint's falling behind there. Download speed, you can see on the chart, even though they say it's a draw, T-Mobile is slightly ahead there, and the others are kind of like halfway to them, so they're falling behind. Download speed, T-Mobile is just way ahead of everyone else. So that's not good news for the others if you've got a 3G phone. Latency, it's all pretty close. Sprint has the lowest. As I said before, I think it's because of their small number of customers compared to the others, especially Verizon and AT&T. Then it looks to be Verizon, T-Mobile, then AT&T. Latency 3G is really close. It's higher than 4G, which is to be expected, but T-Mobile pulled away with that one. So there's a bunch of regions, and there's probably more and more. So yeah. So as I said before, I will put the links to this in the description, so it's easier for you to find them. But so who actually has the best network? depending on who you are, it could be Verizon for you just because they're the biggest and really close to T-Mobile in speed, so you wouldn't really notice the difference. For a lot of people, it'd probably be T-Mobile just simply because they're slightly faster, got slightly better latency on 3G if you ever had to drop to that, and just that their features really. But that's really all for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to put a big old thumbs up. So comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.